to parents who have children that are young. You need to pay attention, because often we as humans, we're kind of really focused on our little bubble, and we're like, that's the way the culture is. And it's like, we've really lost something in North America, the concept that children are innocent. They are very innocent. And we have, that has been removed. And there is no child who is like 7 or 8 years of age who really cares about gay anything. They just love people. If they're given a firm foundation in their home that everyone is equal, that we say hi to everyone, then there's no issue. And our culture has very much taken that away and said, well, they've got to be forced to know everything at a very young age so they can accept everything. And that is a cultural and mainstream media lie. So I want to, the leftists often use emotion. So I'm going to tell you some of my story. We travel almost every single year to the US. And my children have grown up in a Caucasian community. They used to attend, but are now homeschooled. Oh, heaven forbid, they'll be the biggest bigots ever. And when we travel, and I try and get this out there, and I try and tell people all the time, my kids are Caucasian, Christian, homeschooled. When we go to Pittsburgh, when we go to any beach, if there is a child who is of a different ethnicity, my kids are best buddies with them in like half an hour. If they see any child who's being left out, who's off, you can tell when children are just like kind of off on their own and not accepted. My kids are all over them. They make friends with everyone. They do not see, excuse me, any of these issues that the culture and mainstream media has made up. My kids love all people. They go and play with them, build castles with them. They don't need indoctrination.
Hear, hear.
They don't need it at all. My kids, they cried when we left Pittsburgh, and from a child's perspective, this might not be politically correct, but you know what my daughter said? Mommy, I just love black people. I love the way they move. I love the way they talk. I really love being around them, because she had a blast. We were at a convention, an arcade pinball convention, and my kids just had an awesome time. So the culture would have you say, oh no, my children are the problem, and they're not. They're not at all. And we need to fight back, keep kids innocent, be able to instill our own values in our children, and not have the culture destroy that. So I'm going to call up our next speaker, Hannah. Where did Hannah go? So Hannah is a part-time homeschooling mom. She can explain a little bit more. She volunteers a lot of time for good causes. She's involved with Campaign Life Coalition. And before everyone goes, oh, the religious people, well, I have a special guest coming up at the end for you to listen to, because this is not a religious issue. There are many people of all different backgrounds who are very concerned for our culture and our children. So stay tuned, but for now we have Hannah, a wonderful, wonderful volunteering mom.